can't wait for Tevin to talk about today's weather, because if you like to ease into the fall temperatures, we got it for you today.
No doubt. Saying goodbye to September as well, Tevin.
That's right. And as we roll right on through October, it's more seasonable with highs in the 60s to 70s. It's a very comfortable but cloudy week ahead. And some of those clouds will be rainfall, but not too much on Wednesday and Wednesday afternoon. And after that, it actually gets warmer with a warming trend. In fact, I want to show you the warmer weather because maybe 60s is too cool for some of you. Look at Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here. This cluster of days. The reason is that they're red is because that would be warmer than norm. Normal is 68 degrees. We'll likely have highs somewhere between 70 and maybe even approaching 80 degrees come Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. For the day today, we're solidly in the 60s due to that east wind at about 5 to maybe 10 miles an hour through the afternoon and early portion of the evening. So don't expect too much warmth at the shore. It will be warmer away from the coast, though, with highs near 70 to 75 degrees across the interior of New Hampshire and also central Massachusetts. To our south and west, this is the remnant energy of Helene, so still causing havoc across Pennsylvania now, portions of West Virginia and the mid-Atlantic, too. But the rain, I think, stops there. We don't see it really progress too much farther towards the north. So it is cloudy but dry for the better part of the day today. The reason that remnant energy doesn't come north is because of this area of high pressure. That large H that you see does a really solid job at blocking any sort of progression of rainfall until it moves out of the way. And then we see this blue line with more rainfall attached to that. That's a cold front, and it will bring us some rainfall on Wednesday. Tomorrow, no rain, but cooler for sure. And I think this is a more widespread chill for everyone just because the winds at the shore are even stronger. So they'll make it across the Mass Pike, where highs tomorrow are in the mid-60s for Boston, perhaps upper 60s across central Massachusetts throughout Worcester and also portions of Leominster and Fitchburg alike. Tuesday will be cloudy for the first part of the day and second part of the day, and then Wednesday, scattered showers at best. Remember that cold front that hangs out towards the west as it tries to come in. There's still so much drier air in place, and I know that that's easier said just because it is so cloudy. If it's so dry, why can't we get rid of the clouds? So it's not that dry, but dry enough to keep most of the rainfall chances quite low, perhaps closer to half an inch at best through several locations between Leominster and Worcester and Framingham, and across the Mass Pike, even less across Cape Cod and the islands. We could use the rainfall. We're actually in a deficit by about 2 to 2.5 inches of rain. Speaking of rain, it's the tropics that generated a lot of rain over the weekend from Helene. Now we turn your attention towards Tropical Depression Joyce. That is no threat to land, but one system that may become a threat to land is already across portions of the Western Caribbean, maybe forming in the next 5 to 7 days or so in portions of the Gulf of Mexico and through the Yucatan Peninsula. So hurricane season not over just yet, so we've got our eyes on that and eyes to the skies on Wednesday for isolated showers at best. The sun returns on Thursday and Friday with sunshine, and it does feel more like fall, a little bit like early fall and not so much mid-fall. 73 for a high on Friday and low 70s and upper 60s on Saturday as the rainfall returns.